Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. All right. Hello. Good morning. Let's get some music going. Sorry for the late start, everyone. Comcast, timely as always. Good morning, Gaming Bookworm. We'll give it just a couple extra minutes, help everyone get to the stream. Again, I apologize for starting a little bit late. No, no, no. Do you think I have a plan for what music you hear each day? Okay, so who knows what music this is from? And if you know the answer, well, actually, that's kind of that defeats the point of asking, right? If I tell you, if you know the answer, don't say it. What does this sound like it's from? Just given the instruments, given the tone, given the tempo. Pokemon. All right, I can see that a little bit. This is from the instruments. You can definitely tell that this is kind of in that PlayStation, Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo era where they still had MIDI, but a higher quality MIDI. Maybe using some samples thrown in. Like I think the guitar you hear is probably not MIDI. I'm not sure about that though. Feels like some Zelda town music. All right, let's go ahead and pause that because the course isn't over quite yet. We don't want the ending song, the credits song to end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It's our final lecture. However, it's not the final day of 494. We still have a showcase event tomorrow, and I'm super excited for it. I'm very excited to see your games going up and up and up and more being added and freshened up. And coming together on the Showcase Preview website. Okay, we'll take a look at that in just a sec. We got a few announcements first, okay? First thing to note is that there are going to be no office hours that are going to be happening after this Tuesday. Actually, it says Wednesday here, but it should really actually be Tuesday. After the showcase is done, all of your appointments that you make with us will need to be made exactly through appointments. There won't be any office hours happening. You can send us emails, of course. You can ping us on Discord. But if you want to meet face-to-face, you'll have to send us an email and set that up, okay? Please do not request a grade bump We mentioned this a little bit earlier in the course, I believe, but those never work. We never give them out, okay? The grade you get is the grade that is in your grade book. I think many of you are going to be very happy with it. But if you're a couple points away from the next grade up, then ask yourself why that extra credit didn't get done, right? Or that penalty got applied. The small things can add up in life, so make sure you're getting them when you can. Okay, regrade requests. Provide specific reasoning for reconsideration or read syllabus are always okay. You can ping us to ask us, hey, did you see this piece of content? Did you, what caused us to lose points here? You can send us in questions about that anytime. Okay, so non-winter 20 or fall 20, yeah, apparently. So let's put non-COVID. Okay, so we have a few assignments. One that was due, I believe, tomorrow, actually. So P3 Gold is not going to be due, but P3 Marketing Final is. Today we'll be taking a look at those trailers, and we're gonna see how they go. I've seen a few of them already, and they are so cool. I'm so happy for you. Due on the 17th. Okay, so due in a little bit more than a week are going to be your two final assignments in this class. Your P3 Postmortem assignment, which you can actually get access to now and start looking at now if you want to, and your P3 Peer Evaluation assignment. The former of which is taking a look at Project 3, but also a look at overall 494. It's still a fairly short assignment, particularly with 4 or 5 people in your team. It's only 4 pages you need to do. The P3 Peer Evaluation is going to be you kind of anonymously evaluating your teammates. Okay, so this is where penalties are going to be dished out to your teammates, for instance, for not contributing in the same degree that your other teammates were. Okay, and for not being congenial and stuff like that. Alternatively, they'll be rewarded with a couple points if they did do a good job. Due tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. EST is your P3 Gold, your final technical submission. Note that there is no late submission on this assignment. Please note this. There's no late submission. So if you don't hit that deadline with something, then you're losing out on about 64 points. Okay, and we're not gonna let you submit late. We're not gonna read your emails on what caused it very closely. Get that in. Okay, submit now. All right. Don't let an internet issue at home cause you to lose out on a bunch of points. All right. So get that in, get that done as soon as possible. Get a safety submission in today, guaranteed. Okay. Showcase registration. So by 11:30 a.m., we need you to have filled out this form. This is the form that many of you already have. This is what gives us the assets that you want to put onto the final Showcase website. Okay. So give us your final game name, give us your affiliation, and give us your images and stuff like that as well. Cool. Okay, and the last thing you need to do is you need to accept an invite to a Discord server. Okay, this Discord server, when you go to it, you're going to notice that most of the teams have their own channel in that Discord server, and this is where attendees and your peers in this course will be posting feedback and questions and all of that during the showcase night. All right, so please sign up for that and enter that if you can. And we'll have all of your channels created probably by like 1 p.m. tomorrow, all right? Many hours before the showcase. Okay, I want to talk about showcase logistics, okay? This is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. And this takes place on 494showcase.com. You can preview what is going to be seen at this address. You can go there at any time. I posted this in the Discord server. Yeah, you've got all of your games. You got some tasteful animation that's not too jarring. It looks pretty good. Uh-oh, I need to not crash my stream here. During the showcase, you'll be able to see the live stream that we'll be doing. You'll be able to click and go to that Discord server where everyone's interacting. We've got all these games. When you click on one, it provides the description that you provided through the form, a link to your itch.io page, and a link to your YouTube trailer as well. All right? So yeah, everything's on here. I highly recommend that you go through and you look at, how well does your game represented by the image that you provided. All right. I'll give you a little hint as to how these games are ordered. Hey, what games get to the top, right? The games that get to the top of this website tend to be ones that have icons that are a little bit more polished. And so, if you feel like you want to revisit your icon, please send a new icon to us. A little bit of tasteful motion can be really effective, and we encourage you to think about this over the next 24 hours. Okay? Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so let's keep going. Cool. We'll talk about the schedule in a sec. You will have a small playtesting assignment for this week's participation points. On the night of the showcase, essentially you're going to be required to go play and then add at least one comment for 5 different games. Okay? So during the showcase, you'll be playing some different games. You'll also be responding to people who played your game. Just a very brief comment. Do that with 5 different teams and you're good. Okay? We'll talk about that a little bit more later. Let's get some slides going. So, showcase, right? This is what the course has kind of been building up to, and this is kind of the night where the world can see your new abilities, your new talents, and can experience the fruits of your effort this semester, okay? So, we want to go smoothly. We'll do a very short walkthrough. So here's the schedule, okay? At 7 p.m., attendees will start arriving, okay? And then around 7:10, we'll be doing kind of a cool little showcase introduction presentation during the on the Twitch channel, okay? We'll also be watching your trailers after that. So everyone will watch the trailer, and they will get to enjoy that, okay? Then from about 7:45 to 9 or so, or actually it's probably going to go until about 9:30 or maybe even 10. I think voting ends at 10 to give lots of people time all around the world. So for a few hours, 2 or 3, we are going to have exhibition and voting, okay? And this, on the website, is where you click that little vote here button on the bottom, and it takes you to a Google form. That Google form, when it comes to Showcase Night, will have all of your teams on it, and the attendees will be able to vote for like their top 5 favorite teams, okay? And then at about 10 o'clock, we will have the voting results, okay? Now, before that, teams usually start arriving around 6 p.m. to just kind of check out the showcase, check out their icons, make sure everything's working okay. We're going to push the website, like live version, to the public at like probably 6:30. So you'll have an hour, maybe a half an hour to check out your icon. Let me know any final things you would like adjusted. Okay? All right. So normally, voting happens with like marbles. Everyone puts a marble into a bag for your team. We weigh them to determine the winner. Online, though, it's much easier. We just use a Google form and tally the results. So why vote? Well, there are prizes, okay? Voting has no impact at all on your grade. It has no impact on many things. It's purely for fun, okay? However, there are some neat little prizes that you can earn, many of them in the form of Steam game codes, okay? So Darksiders 3, you want a copy of that? I just went through my Humble Bundle backlog, and we're gonna be doling out all these different games. Darksburg, Little Misfortune, Smile for Me, Darkwood, all these games, lots of them unique and crazy. I have no idea if these are any fun, but you can get yourself a copy. What'll happen is in order of the teams, right? However well they place, the first place team is going to be able to put their name in one of these under a game to claim that game. And we'll just go, okay, second place team now, third place team now, fourth place until we run out of codes. Then I will send you the game codes via your email, okay, a little bit later, probably the day or two after. So, so make sure you submit really great icons and make sure your itch.io page is awesome so that players want to play your game and will vote for you. You can get some game codes that way. It's usually a pretty fun time. But here's something to keep in mind. When it comes to the vote, this is not a particularly secure vote, right? Teams can ask their fraternities or sororities or their dorms to vote for them. And so this is at best a proxy for game quality, and many game genres, that tend to struggle with votes are horror games and games that use single player versus multiplayer. Except unless a pandemic is going on, and then multiplayer games have a really hard time getting a lot of votes because you have to do setup with Parsec and other stuff like that. So the bottom line is, do not take the results of this vote very seriously. Okay, it is not a referendum on the game's quality pretty much at all. Okay, so yeah, just have fun. All right, see if you can score a few game codes, and if not, that's all right. Okay, so let's go ahead and watch these final trailers, and then we want to finish up our AI talk, which has been delayed a couple times now. And then I want to do a final kind of summary of the course, and I want to talk about some really important takeaways as far as what kind of tools you may have gained and what you should do going forward, okay, after this course. Okay, so let's get into it. I want to look at these awesome trailers that you've done. Last time we started at team number 1 and we went to team number 16. This time we're going the opposite direction, so let's get it done. Chat, you're going to need to tell me if you experience any lag. You're going to need to tell me if you can't hear these, okay? Because this is sort of a test run for tomorrow's showcase, which we had some technical issues last semester for sure. So let's hope this works. Oh, what do you think, chat? Is this Revenge of Comcast, or is itch.io down at the perfect moment? Is this down for all the other sites too? Can I test Google here? Uh-oh, that's not good. Chat, can you still hear me? Chat, I can't get to Google, but I can get to Twitch apparently. This is. I wonder, maybe it's my computer hardware or something, or the software is messed up. I wonder what could be, or maybe Firefox is just having a really tough day. Maybe a nasty version got pushed or something. Because I can't get to Google, I can't get to IGN, I can't get Twitch.tv, but I can get every place else. So we might have to hold this till later. Let's go ahead and finish up our, if we can load our slides, that is. Let's go finish up our games in AI. All right, so I guess we can load some slides, maybe? Okay, I guess we can load slides, but we can't load Google. Cool, all right. Well, maybe I should record the lecture tomorrow. Record the intro just in case we need to. Ish can push the emergency button and just start playing that. Hello, my name is Austin Yarger. If you're watching this, my internet has unfortunately died. But that's okay. This video will tell you everything I would have said anyway, with a little bit less interactivity. So there have been, as we wait and cross our fingers, there have been instances of certain big infrastructure providers basically going down or experiencing performance degradation. And, for instance, many websites, I think like 30 or 40% of the web use AWS. And another large portion uses Microsoft Azure, and another portion uses Google, right? So actually, let's try Amazon.com. That'll be running on AWS. Amazon.com doesn't work either, so it's probably just something with my local setup here. All right, I'm going to kill the stream, turn it off and on as MK Stowe has suggested, and we'll see if we can get it working, okay? I'll be back in just a second, chat. I apologize.